Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here, and yes, I'm a day late on my Destiny 1 weekly reset video. I kind of forgot it was Tuesday until I got to work and we had a truck, which we always have on Tuesdays. And then I was going to do it after work and ended up staying really late because of said truck. Now, weekly reset for Destiny 1. It's been an interesting week. Like I said, sorry about the delay. Anyway, weekly, please share this video with other Destiny 1 players because as far as I can tell, I think I'm only one of 2 people on YouTube making D1 content and weekly reset videos. So, what do we have this week in Destiny 1? Well, first off, weekly Crucible is doubles. So, 2v2 multiplayer mode. You get the usual Treasure of Ages box, the usual legendary marks times 10, but you only get one, so one match, 10 legendary marks, and but the the Treasure of Ages boxes, I still find them fun. I don't know. I mean, I got so much silver dust, and I probably have nearly everything available, but it's still fun to get a Treasure of Ages box, just because. So, doubles, Crucible, as Lord Shax puts it, leave no ally behind and no enemy standing. Then, for the weekly story playlist, which as always, you still get, don't forget, if you are farming for those legendary marks, best way to do it is weekly story playlist, 20 times 5. You could usually get at least 100 legendary marks a week if you do this, plus the Treasure of Ages box. What have we got? We've got the Taken War. So all missions related to the Taken King. So we have, as always, Heroic, which means enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. That's always. Brawler, Guardian melee damage is greatly increased, which, for the Hunter, Gunslinger, that is your throwing knife. That is your melee attack, which is awesome. And then, Chaff. Player radar is disabled, so this is a piece of cake. Everything, I mean, yeah. Chaff isn't that bad. If you're going to tell me what is the weakest, negative mod, I'd say Chaff. It's not that bad, especially if you're just, yeah. So, Taken War, at least 100 legendary marks, best thing to do. Then you have Siva Crisis Heroic. You will get people. I was surprised. We were doing a couple and people will drop in. So, Siva Crisis Heroic, we have the heroic enemies appear in greater numbers and more aggressive, as always. Solar Burn. Solar damage from any source is great. So that's one of the things to keep in mind. Solar, if you have an elemental burn, it's not just the damage you do, it's coming in as well. So you need to watch out for that. Solar damage from any source is greatly increased. Then you got Brawler, Guardian melee damage is greatly increased, and Chaff. So this should be easy, especially if you have something like, oh no, I just dropped it off at my vault. But there are primary exotics with Solar Burn. Siva Crisis Heroic, you get the usual rewards of 1 Treasure of Ages and 10 legendary marks 3 times. Which is interesting, because they're harder to do than, I would say they're harder to do than weekly story playlists, but you only get up to 30, whereas here you could get over 100. Then you have the Weekly Nightfall. Weekly Nightfall is Sepix. I wrote it down. I write this all down. Sepix Perfected. Sepix Perfected is the Devil's Lair, but it is the Siva version of it. So, not that one. So, it's the Sepix again, but Siva version. So it's the harder version. I think the way you get it is you go under level, and this is the one it is. But this one you just go, yeah, see? It's the Devil's Lair, but it is the harder version of the Devil's Lair, see? Sepix Perfected. So that's the one that came out after Rise of Iron. So it's Sepix with Siva. And it's on Earth, in the Cosmodrome. And the modifiers for the Weekly Nightfall are Epic, of course, heavily shielded and highly aggressive enemies appear in greater numbers. Arc Burn, so arc damage, which, yeah, you have like Necrochasm and stuff like that. Second, Specialist, so special weapon damage is favored. One of the things that I found out a while back, which surprised me, was not only is special weapon damage favored, your other weapons do less damage. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I remember hearing someone on YouTube say a while back, this was several years ago, that your special weapon damage is favored, but your other weapons do less damage, so you should focus on that. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what somebody once said on YouTube. Juggler. I hate Juggler. So not only is Specialist favored, you have Juggler. No ammo drops for your equipped weapon. That means if you are using for example, your special weapon, no ammo is going to drop for that. So you need to constantly be switching. That's why it's called Juggler. In addition, usually in Destiny, if you run out of ammo, if you completely run out of ammo, the game will give you ammo. My experience has been with Juggler, in effect, that does not happen. Because the whole point is to just totally mess up your ammo. So, on the one hand, it sucks. It is a pain in the butt. You have to constantly be switching. On the other hand, I have found you get more heavy ammo this way. Because let's say you're using your primary weapon, right? The only ammo that can drop is heavy and special. So you're going to get more special and heavy ammo. So I'm not a big fan of Juggler. It's a pain in the butt to deal with, especially since I tend to favor in Destiny 1 my primary weapon, because I love hand cannons, and I love just that wonderful feel of doing headshots with a hand cannon, which is why I've lately been using Ace of Spades a lot. Precision kills move 1 round from your ammo reserve into the magazine. So if you're doing precision kills over and over again, you don't reload. So it's awesome. And then finally, Airborne. Players deal more damage while in the air, which is awesome. So that's the Vanguard Nightfall. Then you have the Challenge of the Elders, which I did the first 2 bosses. I didn't beat it, but I did do the first 2 bosses. And first off, the modifiers are Airborne. Players deal more damage while in the air. Berserk. Minions of the darkness won't flinch even after massive damage, which is a lot harder than you realize. I did not realize how much I relied on flinch until you deal with Berserk. I would choose Chaff over Berserk. And grenade kill bonus. Grenade kills are worth more points. So the more grenade kills you get, the better. The bosses for Challenge of the Elders are the Wretched Knight, Dark Blade of the Hive. So that is the non-taken hive. That's that knight that shoots liquid flames and has his 2 girlfriends at every round of reinforcements, the 2 wizards. He's not that bad. Just watch out for when he summons those mines. Those things you can't shoot. You have to just go close and then run away, and they explode. And just the wizards. The wizards are... You gotta get rid of those wizards. The second boss is the Seditious Mind. Basically, a servant of Oryx Hunger's guardian. That is the Taken Vex. Piece of cake. That is one of the easiest. I would put that as the second easiest. The first easiest is the Vex. The second is the Taken Vex. And the only reason this one is slightly less is because the Taken don't come through the door. So they just materialize. Piece of cake. Snipe him from... Just stay behind that area and snipe him and, rocket launcher him. And one of the best tricks that someone taught me is kill the boss using whatever is the bonus weapon. So if you can get him all the way down and then throw a grenade at him and kill him, you get even more points because it's the bonus as well. So he's a piece of cake. He is embarrassingly easy. The Vex are that's one of the problems with Challenge of the Elders. The difficulty is huge. You've got the Vex on one end, which are ridiculously easy, and then you got the Cabal on the other end, who are ridiculously hard, which that's the third boss. The third boss is Noruisk, Servant of Oryx, aka the Taken Cabal. At least it's not the plain Cabal. Taken Cabal are difficult, but normally, if nobody's watching me, I can do it. I've done it multiple times without you guys watching me. The moment I'm being watched on a live stream, that's a totally different story. But as long as it's the non-Taken Cabal, as long as it's the Taken Cabal, I'm good. The hardest is the non-Taken Cabal. So Noruisk, Servant of Oryx, he's a challenge. He is a challenge, especially near the end where he's constantly shooting at you, and you've got, watch out for those phalanxes. But you can get some of the, I never mentioned the rewards for Challenge of the Elders. You can get a legendary engram, which is usually one of those Challenge of the Elders weapons, like, remind me, I can't even remember. There was, a fusion rifle. There's a bunch of weapons that you could get. You could also get, like I have here, the Wolf's Cloak. So cloaks from stuff from barracks. So that's Challenge of the Elders. Finally, the weekly raid is King's Fall. And you have heroic. Enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. Then you have the Golgoroth challenge, the Oryx challenge, and the War Priest challenge. So, hey, I would love to do King's Fall. There are a lot of raids I have not done in Destiny 1, so I would love to do them. One thing, let me just add one other thing, because somebody asked in the comments of one of my videos, what are the points of planetary materials? So there's 2 benefits to planetary materials. When you infuse weapons, you will sometimes need planetary materials. And if you join a faction, you can donate. Each week it changes. But let's say you are in Future War Cult. You can give planetary materials. It depends on the week. Let's head to the tower because I got to get to work. But you can donate planetary materials to the faction you are a part of, and it will increase your rank. There's a number of things you can donate to the factions to increase your rank. I'm not even sure what faction I am here. Oh, I am Future War Cult. I am Future War Cult because Future War Cult has the No Time to Explain mission, and you need to be a member of Future War Cult to get No Time to Explain. All that's left for me to get the exotic No Time to Explain. So that is the fusion rifle. No, the pulse rifle. It's a pulse rifle. The pulse rifle that the stranger gives you at the end of the campaign. There's an exotic version, and there's a quest through Future War Cult that you do to get it. And you need to do the raid, Vault of Glass. So I'm going to Future War Cult right now. So if you know, Future War Cult is... And yes, Lakshmi 2 is still alive here. I'd like to think she's still alive in Destiny 2, but she probably isn't. I'm just... if you've watched my live streams, you know I'm not happy with what they did to Lakshmi 2, and I'm not even a big, Lakshmi 2 fan. I feel like they did her dirty, and I'm not... Anyway, so Lakshmi 2 is the leader of Future War Cult, and, see, you can donate motes of light, you can donate weapon supplies, you can donate armor supplies, which... Wow. I did not realize I had so many. Special ammo, you can donate heavy ammo. That's one of the fastest ways people do it. They donate heavy ammo, or they donate motes of light. Or you can donate, in this week, Spirit Bloom. Every week it changes. So this week, if you can give Lakshmi 2 Spirit Bloom, and it will increase your rank with the Future War Cult. So we see plus 50, plus 100. So it goes up by, for every 25, you get like 50. So it will increase your rank with the Future War Cult, and then she will, when you reach the rank, she will give you a here. Good. Here. Increase my rank, you get to select a faction package, so weapons or chroma gear or armor. The chroma ones are the ones that light up. I don't think I have any with me right now. Anyway, yeah, Spectre Grasps is chroma. See, that's the chroma. I always go for weapons because that's just me, and because I'm full, my weapons are gonna go to the... Oh, and you always get 4 strange coins when you go up rank with the faction. So you always get 4 strange coins. Same with the Banshee 44. He will give you 4 strange coins, which is why I always encourage people to do the weapon test, because when you do enough weapon tests, you go up a rank with Banshee, you get a weapon and 4 strange coins. So that's an easy way to get 4 strange coins. Much easier than everything else. So from Lakshmi just now, because I went up a rank, I got the Waltz pulse rifle, and I got a shader. So I hope that helps. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share my videos to other Destiny players, because I know there are Destiny players out here. Let's give it a look. We got a full tower. We got old player, 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 old... That's a pretty new player. I mean, under 2,000 still. Old player, old player. Wow, we got an old tower full of old peeps. Old player, definitely a new player. They got the original, they got the standard, like, default emblem. versus the millions of others. Anyway, again, thank you for watching. Gotta get to work, and I hope to see you in the tower.